Passengers at the Ebute Meta train station have accused some officials of the Nigerian Railway Corporation of alleged ticket racketeering on the free train provided by the federal government. Correspondent Ademola Lawrence report at the Yaba train station this morning.
This is the last day for the free train ride provided by the federal government that started on the 21st of December 2023. But most train passengers find it difficult to book their tickets online, saying most of the tickets were already booked.
The train is obviously not full. We are all standing here, and the staff are threatening that they rather the train go empty. Nobody is helping anyone. I don't want to be helped. I just want to go on my journey. If you want us to pay, open it, let's pay and go. Do you understand? I don't want to be. I'm not looking for someone to help me. I was very ready to pay. In fact, I was trying to leave on the day when it had finished. And then I opened the app and saw that it's finishing, the free ride is ending today.
Now, somebody said me that he's able to book 1:30 a.m., between 1:30 a.m. and 2 a.m. when I'm supposed to be resting. It's an evil activities that they will do in the night. It's wrong. I can see everything is booked up.
I should join the queue, but if I think I needed a ticket, that maybe if I could give him 4,000 naira, that he would try to get a ticket for me. And I told him that even when it wasn't free, it was 3,000 naira to Abeokuta. Now that it is free, I will now pay for 4,000 naira, pay for a ticket at the rate of 4,000 naira. I'm so sorry, I will not be able to pay that.
While at the train station, one of the ticket racketeers was arrested by the security personnel, while passengers also expressed their displeasure.
A guy said you can book ticket from him online, that he's going to sell it for 3,000 instead of 3,006, that there is no available tickets now, but they've booked, that some people have booked it online, that if we want, that he can do it for us.
I left to come to the queue to ask what's happening. So I saw that guy the police were dragging, and the other guy, they were saying I can buy the ticket from them. But someone on the queue was telling me that it's free. Today is free, tomorrow you can start paying.
Some of the passengers were screened to board the train after showing their online tickets. Rowdy when some of the passengers said no one attended to them and alleged ticket racketeering. Even when some people tried to mediate between the railway staff and the passengers, one of the staff of the NRC tried to break our camera for filming.
No, what about the fact that the federal government provided a free train ride from December 21st to January 4th? Some passengers still find it very difficult to get a ride due to alleged ticket racketeering. Ademola Lawrence, TVC News, Lagos.
Very dramatic, right? Demola is back from the rail station and is right here with me in the studio. So, interesting report, Demola. To get on the free ride, you have to do it online, right? And they're saying it's fully booked. So what did you see there? Is there a situation where real people actually booked the whole train and then the others who came late cannot ride?
Oh, no, so talking to the passengers, one of the things that I noticed was the fact that majority of them were not able to book online. So the portal opens between 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. So if you are not up by that time, that means that you cannot book online. But even some of them that were up by that time, they could not even book. So after they try, it will tell them it is not available. I tried to do it yesterday because my assignment editor, James, had to send it to me to try and do that. And it wasn't going. So I had to get back to him that it wasn't going. And he said, I can record my experience. So when I got there today, I wanted to see firsthand what happened. Eventually, is that you can't, once you do that, you can't be able to book. So they come back to the train station, trying to see whether they will be able to do that. But when they get there, it's not possible.
When they say fully booked, does it mean that some real people have actually...
Yes, that means that some real people have actually booked.
Okay.
But this is the ticker. The ticker is that, like today, maybe out of like 300 people that are supposed to be on the train, maybe 50. So how do you juxtapose 50 to 300?
So there are still empty seats.
There are still empty seats that went along. So that simply means that the tickets that were booked online, what they are saying, what they are alleging is the fact that when they come, they sell it to them. You know, do you understand? So they book, the ticket is free.
Some of the staff members book this ticket and then sell them at the train station.
Sell it to them. And that's to show that, you know, while I was speaking to these passengers, and they were first of all, they were happy that the federal government was able to do this. But their frustration is the fact that the people who are in charge, you know, are trying to sabotage what the federal government is doing.
What was that fighting we saw on your report?
So, so I was trying to just mediate. The passenger and the NRC staff, everything became rowdy. I was just trying to mediate between the two of them. And before you say Jack, one of the NRC staff tried to, you know, jack our camera. So I got, you know, at the stretch, I was, what's this? You know, I tried to go for him and I said, why would you have to do that? You know, but eventually we were just able to calm everybody down. I tried to talk to the passengers. Most of them are young guys, and they wanted to. They have a shoot in Ibadan today, but they could not go because they said they've been there since like 5 a.m.
So the train had eventually left with empty seats.
Of course, like maybe 50 of them.
And there were people at the
Of course, there were people at the station. Almost more than 100, but still at the station, and because according to the passengers, the NRC staff were telling them even if the train has to go empty, and I could also understand them because it's an online booking. So if you don't have a ticket, there's no how you can be able to enter the train. But the thing is that when you say people should book and everything is booked, so how come you tell them to come? You now separate. If you don't have a ticket, you have a ticket, come here. So at the end of the day, you know, I think something happened yesterday. They said they had a really rowdy session yesterday. There were injuries that occurred yesterday. So they tried to separate them today. If you have ticket, if you don't have ticket. So, to a large extent, I think that what the federal government have put in place, Nigerians appreciate it, but the people who are in charge need to do a lot more.
Well, there's an active ticket racketeering taking place there. Demola Lawrence, thank you so much for that great work. Elsewhere, the National Union of Nigerian Students has asked